Hey, what's up Android fans? My name is Salil Bajaj, and in this video I'm gonna show you you must have read the title. Anyways, I'm gonna show you the 5 awesomest reasons. I mean, there aren't really 5, it could be 6, it could be 7. I don't have the counting, and they're just in my mind. So here are some of the reasons as to why you should root your Android. Let's get started. Okay, so here's my phone. It's an HTC Explorer, kind of budget phone, but still really awesome for me. So, and its awesomeness is only after I rooted it. Its awesomeness came out only after I rooted it. So first reason as to why you guys should root your Android is to install custom ROMs. Now these stock ROMs, they're kind of really overly saturated. I mean, the saturated isn't the correct word. I mean, they're overly filled up all those bloatware, all that stuff, and Sense, TouchWiz, FaceTime, all that freaky stuff. Now this is an HTC, so it has Sense, and it was fully loaded with bloatware and all that stuff. It was kind of a bit little slow. So the best solution to that was rooting your Android phone and getting a custom ROM right now. And yeah, the stock ROM that came with this phone out of the box was Sense 3.5 running Gingerbread 2.3. Now, but right now I am running a Jelly Bean 4.1.1 Android version. I'm just gonna show you now. There I go. If you guys can see, it's Android 4.1.2, and boom. See, now this is oops, sorry. Now it's really cool to have such such ROMs, and you get the latest Android version in your phone, and it's kind of an edge to all your friends who haven't rooted your phones. It's really cool. Okay, the next is internal memory. Now, since I told you in the starting, this is a budget phone. It's about, I got this for about 7,300 bucks here in India. So the internal memory was really less. It was about 150 MB total internal memory, and for me, for the user, it was just 90 MB. So that way I could merely install 4 or 5 HD games from the Play Store. But right now, after rooting, I'm gonna show you what all has changed. Get on the storage, and boom, there you go. I got a total internal space of 1.17 GB. Mind you guys, the USB storage is different. It's 2.54 GB. So that way I get really an awesome internal memory too after rooting. And right now I have approximately installed about 43 apps. You can see it right there in my store. You see. Now, how did I do that? Well, that's kind of really easy. Yeah, I just created an SD extension from my recovery, and boom, I got this internal memory. So okay, now what next is my SD card is about 3.92 GB, approximately 4 GB. So I gave some part about 1.2 GB to my not 1.2 GB, 1.1, of course, 1.1 GB to the internal storage, or I made that the extension 2, and the rest is available for use with my SD card. That is about 2.54 GB. 3.92 minus 2.54, that approximately gives me 1.1 or so. I ain't good at math, you know what I mean. Okay, the next reason as to why you guys should root your Android is to overclock it. Now again, this is a budget phone. I mean, this is for all the crave for making your phone faster, and especially making your Android phone faster doesn't end. You guys want really overclocking. If it's 800 megahertz, let it go to 1 gigahertz, and if it's 1, get it to 1.2, man, that way. So let me show you the performance. That's the performance tab. That's the processor. Right now I got a maximum and minimum to 800 megahertz. I know it burns NAND and all that stuff, but still I just love to have my phone really fast. Okay, the stock came with 600 megahertz. That's just 0.6 gigahertz of internal of the storage. Not the storage, it's the processor. Yeah, the stock processor was clocked at 0.6 gigahertz, but after rooting and after installing a custom kernel, that's in custom overclock kernel, I am getting 800 megahertz. Now isn't that cool? 0.2 gigahertz or 200 megahertz extra, and it's really fluid. This is really fast. Earlier this wallpaper, that the Paperland wallpaper I'm running in background, I hope you guys can see it. It was really slow, it kind of lagged this thing, but right now you see it's blazing awesome. Okay, what next? It's root browsing. Now this is one of the best and the most important, or you could say I just love this feature of rooted ROM. Now this is root browsing. Now you could install a root browser after rooting your phone from the Google Play Store for free, or you could install this awesome app called ROM Toolbox Pro. There I go. It's actually for all those people who have rooted your phones. You can change the boot animation, you can manage all your apps, and you could enable the app to SD script, you could reboot into recovery, you could control your CPU, you could edit your build prop, all that freaky stuff with this one app that's called ROM Toolbox Pro. It's available for $258 on the Google Play Store here in India. Okay, get onto root browser. Now you get all that freaky bloatware that you really don't like. Now what's bloatware? It's actually all those apps that just consume up your internal storage, but you rarely use them, so you could just delete them just with a click. Now get onto system. I hope you guys see, there is it. Oops, sorry, there is it. System, get onto app, and boom, there you go. All your internal apps came with the ROM. It might be a stock ROM, it might be a Cyanogen mode, it might be a ALKP, it might be a Chameleon OS, and any damn thing. You get all this stuff here. Now just for example, you hate the stock gallery and you're like, I don't want this fucker, I have quick pick, or I can download million movements from the Google Play Store. Go ahead guys, no one's stopping you. Long click it and delete it. Boom, there you go. I won't be deleting it in this video because I really use it. So the limits are endless. Do what you want to, customize your phone just as you want to. Okay, the next one is making uncompatible apps compatible. Now this is again one of the most awesome features that I like. I mean, this is my favorite feature of rooting your phone, and of course this needs root. What next? There's an app called Market Enabler. I'll give all your links in the description down below, for all those apps that I'm using in this video. ROM Toolbox Pro, root browser, this Market Helper. This isn't available on Google Play Store, so you will have to download it separately, sideload it. Don't worry, I'll give you the links. Now what you can do is, for example, if any of your app is uncompatible, just for example, you can download Angry Birds. Obviously it's compatible with almost every phone, but just for example, you got a Chinese handset or any other Android phone and Angry Birds is incompatible, but it's compatible with Galaxy S3, it's compatible with Nexus 4, or it's compatible with any other kind of phone that's available in this list. So go ahead and download it. Now here when I click on this small tab, I can choose a phone, I can choose a tablet. I'll be choosing a phone. Now here is a list of phones. Actually this app has been recently launched, about I don't know when, but it's a recent launch. So right now they are just giving us an option of 3 phones. You can see right there on the screens, the Samsung Galaxy S3 starting from the bottom to your LG E Nexus 4, the latest Nexus series, and the HTC One X. So select any of it. The best results, if you want to get the best results, go for the Nexus 4 because it's the Google stuff. You can almost 99 or I would say 100% of apps would be compatible with this phone. Okay, what next? You could also select your operator. Just for example, I'm in India and there are a few apps I saw on Google Play. I can't recall the name right now. So there were few apps on the Google Play Store that were incompatible with my networks. That's the Vodafone India. Okay, so what I can do is I can go here, I can choose something like United States, then I can choose in here Verizon Wireless and just click on activate, and boom, everything, it's the app that is gonna do. You just have to select your options and all that stuff, and you're all set to go. Okay, the last but not the least, the last feature for this video. Okay, I mean the limits is endless, as I already told you after ruining your phone, but right now the last feature that I'm gonna showcase is an app backup. Now right now I don't have that app backup app here. That's called the Titanium Backup. Just get onto the Play Store. You see the phone is too fast, it's faster than the 600 megahertz processor that I had, and type in Titanium Backup. Oops, made a spelling mistake. Don't worry, I think it will backup. Yo, there you go. So you got the pro version. If you want, it's available for $329.12 here in India, or you could download the free version. Both of them got 5 stars. Awesome. See, I'm not sure the camera is zooming in properly. I think something is out of focus, but I hope you guys know what I mean. That's the Titanium backup root. Of course this thing needs root. Now what app backup do is, like, when I first rooted my phone, I was kind of pretty much excited to flash many ROMs, or it was like 2 or 3 ROMs every week I used to change up my phone. But what annoyed me, what pissed me off, was installing all these apps. Of course I got the SD extension, I could now install unlimited apps, but what stopped me from installing them was that installing it again and again was kind of boring. And so for that there's a solution. I made a backup of these apps. Now this app that's called the Titanium Backup, it is gonna back up all your app data, and that way if you get on to some other ROM, if you just for example I'm on CM 4.1, I mean this is Cyanogen mode 10, if I head on to if I go and flash Cyanogen mode 10.1, I won't be getting all these apps, right? But if I restore those apps from the app backup that I made using Titanium Backup when I was in Cyanogen mode 10, I could get all those 43 apps right again at the same stage. For example, I'm on Subway Surfers and probably I have about 20 lakh, I scored 20 lakh, or of course that's kind of out of my way. I'm just giving an example. For example, 20,000, I had a score of 20,000, so I won't have to play it again to get to the score and show it to my friends. I can just restore that backup from that I made using the Titanium Backup, and boom, I'm all set to go. So guys, I hope you guys like my video, as I say always in the end in my every video. Hope you guys like my video. Do watch them, and I got many other videos. Do watch them. Do give a thumbs up, and there's a subscribe button. I don't know, it's down below or top, where it is. You are YouTubers, so please come on guys, comment on it. You got any queries, any questions, do comment on it. I'm always there to help you. You can always email me. You can comment something on the Google Plus. That link is in that banner that's on my channel, and that's all. Yeah, thanks for watching it, guys.